cool, live, everything's going. I would do an intro, but I've already started talking. So can you guys see the game fine?
I can see a title.
As long as I have my glasses on.
Is like the press any button thing like fading in and out?
It is pulsating very, very rhythmically.
I can see Katarl and Pickup, but I don't see any key.
I'm so smart.
Not you, my love.
Gotta maintain the snark.
My missus has brought... I said not you! My missus has brought me McDonald's, so is there, once again, no strong?
McDonald's sounds good.
Yeah, they've said...
Which is a odd phrase to say.
I've never thought McDonald's sounded good at any point.
They're overpriced for what they are nowadays here, but...
It's pretty reasonable here. I just like the chips. Alright. Let us begin. And by that I mean, press any button. So, for those of you watching VOD style, this is the Yawhg. It came out a while ago. It is probably, from what I'm aware, the first game that I know of that is like a multiplayer visual novel. And it's not competitive, but it's also not competitive. So
it's not competitive, but I'm winning.
Yeah, exactly. And obviously, you can tell by the noises coming from their lovely faces that I'm joined by Alzarath and Maroka. So,
hello.
I have a lovely face. I should open your chat. I do not have a lovely face. Damn it.
You do. You're a very handsome man. I will argue this. Alright. This game is also old in the sense that it means streaming it is quite difficult. But we're just going to get straight into it and pick characters. We'll probably do a few runs of it and just see how we go. So, I mean, I know who I want to pick, but I also know who I think Owl will pick. So I'm going to go with Lady Red over here. So, Maroka, pick your character.
I don't know. The person at the top.
There you go. Ow!
Green.
Yep. Because you played green when we last played years ago.
I sadly look a lot like that, and I have had that facial hair before.
You've had that? Oh,
yes, I have.
I'm proud of you.
It was on a dare.
The Yawhg will be here in 6 weeks, and no one expects it. Not a one of us. We just keep on living our lives week by week, unaware. So
that's fine, because I don't know what it is.
So if anyone's watched people play these kind of things, we're going to do voices, we're going to pick the game, pick our choices, and have a good time. That's the whole point of the stream. So first up is Al, green. Where would you
I
like to
will go.
This is just Monster Prom. Like, people have told me that this was Monster Prom. I hadn't realized how much this was just Monster Prom.
Yeah, this came out 4 years before Monster Prom, so...
They don't care. They still ripped off Monster Prom.
I will go with Tavern. Why not? I will bartend.
You may read at your leisure.
You spend the week serving drinks at the tavern. You earn 1 wealth in tips and gain 2 charm. Wow. One day, an impromptu drinking contest is held. I will enter. Why not? You only get drunk 20 million times. You down pint after pint drinking as if your life depended on it. And it does. You end up blacking out. Oh no! When you come to, you find yourself at home you don't recognize in only your underwear. Yay!
I thought it
sounds like a fun night.
I thought he was going to say in underwear you don't recognize.
I mean,
it can be
not
both.
the first time. Your clothes are nowhere to be found, and you seem to be the only one home.
Well,
what happened?
Whom's among us, honestly.
All right, my turn. So, this is one of the caveats of the game. And Moroka is going to point out that it's just like Monster Prom. Now that Al has gone to the tavern, I can't go to the tavern. None of us can, in fact.
That's just like Monster Prom.
Do you know, I really wasn't expecting you to say that, so thank you for pointing it out. I'm gonna go to the forest. I'm gonna go forest. I am going
Just like
to...
Monster Prom.
Shut the fuck up.
Monster Camp, specifically, actually.
I am going
Simpsons did it.
to... Simpsons did it! I am going to hunt. You spend the week hunting defenseless critters. You gain 2 finesse and sell the pelts for 1 wealth. One day, you hear hundreds of footsteps rumbling through the forest in your direction. It's an orc raiding party! What do you do? Charm them into not killing you. I mean, my finesse is higher, but I really want to try charm them. Screw it. The orcs listen to nothing you say and capture you. Am I just dead? In your holding cell, you contemplate the weight of your own mortality. You lose 1 mind. The next morning, the orcs are all gone. Your cell is unlocked. What happened? All right, Moroka, you're up.
Okay. How do I date the Witch's Coven?
Forest. Unfortunately.
Okay. There is a Witch's Coven, just like Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter.
Not Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter? Yeah, why not? Sure, let's go with that.
It's exactly like Monster Hunter, where you
It's
can,
exactly like Monster Hunter, where you
can
date the Witch's Coven. Like,
bang the witches. There is.
I mean,
someone has made a fan-based Monster Hunter dating sim where you date the monsters, and
cool.
The art style is wild. All right, Moroka, where are you going?
Let's go to the Alchemy Tower.
The Alchemy Tower.
Why not? Let's brew a potion. That sounds exciting. Cleaning's boring. You spend the week experimenting with different potion brews.
This is how I imagine Moroka looks on a day-to-day basis.
No, afraid not. Into magic 1 mind. One day, while in tower, one of the alchemists asks you to watch his potion while he's out. Soon after he leaves, the potion begins bubbling out of control. If you don't do something, it'll explode.
Yeet!
Yeet sounds the safer option. Let it be someone else's problem. Well, it could have been going better.
My.
You toss the potion out of the window and watch its contents empty into the town's water supply.
So this is the time I will let the audience know that your actions do affect everyone else. So
Sweet.
it's not just that your story will affect yourself. I haven't played enough Monster Prom. I don't know of many circumstances where that happens, where you can do something that like affects the wide-reaching story.
To be fair, we never played a lot of Monster Prom in the first instance, really. There's sort of mid-game intermission-y bit where like one person can deliberately choose to fuck over another player,
target.
basically.
Specific one.
Yeah, I know that bit. It's like because the person that someone is pursuing will ask one of the players, "Are they worth pursuing?" It's really odd, but it's fun.
Quick thinking. You gain 1 mind. Smart. You take off early for the day, hoping nobody finds out.
Excellent.
This is just like my day job.
They say the last time it came, the Yawhg devoured houses whole, stole live, tore families and family members apart. But that was so very long ago. All right, Al, you're up.
I'm going to go get drunk again, tavern again. I'm going to bartend again, though, because I want to be charming. Spend the week serving drinks at the tavern. You earn 1 wealth and tips and gain 2 charm. Their very first day of the week, whenever you walk through the tavern doors, everyone cheers. Okay? Apparently, during the last drunken outing, you were at a party animal while you were blacked out. Groovy! I can dance. Legends friends of your party hard spirit. Sweet. Gain 2 more charm. Yay!
Hot damn.
I'm a party animal.
Oh, I thought it
So
was,
not me.
I thought it was tab, but there is a button you can press to like bring up everyone's stats. Oh, that's it. It's just left. 11 charm. That is wild.
It's the mustache.
It is. It is the mustache. I'm going to hunt. Defenseless creatures, gain 2 finesse, sell the pots for 1 health. One day, while out in the woods, you spot a 6-legged deer drinking out a river, glowing a fluorescent pink. Am I stoned? This sight fills you with wonder and amazement. You gain 1 mind. Oh, cool, I got the 1 mind back that I lost last time. As it drinks, you can see another pair of legs growing out of its back. What? I have never seen
Nothing
that.
to do with that.
I have never seen that I played a lot of this game and I've never seen that event.
I sadly have seen a lot of them because we used to play this after work
What's up?
years ago.
What are you doing, Morocco? What are you,
Oh, me? I'll go for a stroll around the gardens. And I will meditate. You spend the week in deep meditation. You gain 1 magic and 2 mind. One day, you notice a woman watering garden plants. Suddenly, the plants sprout giant mouths.
What have you done?
Not me. Wasn't me. Can't prove I did it. She's eaten immediately. Plants then uproot themselves and begin charging towards the denizens of the park.
Oh my god. Just popping in today. I've got to work in the morning.
It was like that when I got there.
Thanks, QE. Thanks for popping in. You have a good shift at work tomorrow.
You manage to escape alongside everyone else. See? Problem solved. What do you do? Stay away. I don't want to be connected to this. Sadly, nothing can be done. The park is closed down for extermination.
It was on us in a heartbeat, or so the stories go. The earth shook, the air went still. So I don't know if the park is permanently closed, but it is closed for at least 1 turn.
I am going to go to the palace.
The
Just to mix it up
palace!
a little. I'm going to attend a ball. Because, spend the week attending fancy gatherings with my fancy mustache.
Look at that tiny cup.
You gain 2 charm and 1 finesse. One day, you overhear the jester tell a joke to a group of people. Everyone laughs, but you didn't understand the joke at all. Ask for an explanation. I am going to be a dumb brick. You approach the jester asking what exactly the joke meant. The jester scolds you at length about the dangers of explaining jokes. Aww. Something about puppies and them dying when you dissect them. It's fine. You don't quite understand, but everyone around you starts laughing. Presumably the jester made another joke at your expense. Probably. I'm going to lose charm. Yep. You feel humiliated and mocked. I'm fine with this. I got a little finesse.
To the arena! You spend the week fighting brutes in the arena. You gain 2 physique and 1 finesse. One night on your way home, you spot a rusty dagger on the ground.
Do you like rusty spoons?
I do. Also, look at that dude's trident. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I mean, it's more of a
5
pentadent
prongs.
than a trident.
Yeah, that wouldn't even be a pitchfork, because pitchforks are only 4. So that is just a huge... This is a
Dude likes his
overcompensating.
salad.
Overcompensating, man. Yeah, that's not even his weapon. That's just his lunch utensil. I'm gonna pick it up. As you pick it up, you hear a voice from behind you whisper, "You're not worthy." The dagger beans dissolve into a black smoke. Within seconds, the blade is gone. Well, all right, cool. That was it. I don't lose or gain anything.
I mean, you got
Okay.
stats.
Me?
You can't go to the gardens because you destroyed it.
I want to cause as much chaos as I can inadvertently. I just want to accidentally destroy everything. I think that's just chaos mode over here. I think is my thing. Apparently,
Destroy it faster than the Yawg.
yeah. I don't even know what the
think
Yawg is, so
I think
like,
there
it's not
is
my
one
concern.
ending. There is one ending that ends before the Yawg if you do a certain event. I think.
I mean, if it happens, it'll be accident, and that will be like the most perfect because like I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just picking things. Forest. Chop wood. You spend the week cutting down trees for the village. 2 physique and wealth. One day you stumble upon a tall, nicely trimmed hedge in the middle of the woods. You sit and eat your lunch in front of the hedge, wondering what exactly it's doing out in the woods. Suddenly, an enormous hand erupts from the foliage. Punch it. You try punching the hand, but your blow just glances off of it.
You have an axe. Why don't you use the axe?
The hand then grabs you and pulls you through the thorns of the hedge. It wasn't an option. You lose physique. No. The beast drags you all the way back to its lair and chains you up to a wall.
Oh my god.
It starts
Oh
peeling
my
layers
God.
of your flesh off of you, eating it in front of you. And he waves his hand, regenerating the flesh on your body. This cycle occurs for what feels like years.
Oh my god.
This is dark. Oh my god. The mental torment you undergo is unbearable.
At
You
what
lose 3
point are you
mind.
no longer the same Maroka because he keeps regenerating it?
It's ship of Theseus. Well, in that sense, aren't we all the ship of Theseus because we're all regenerating cells all the time? At what
Yeah, it
point
only
are
takes
you no
about 7
longer the
years.
same you? Okay, oh, there you go. Fine. Okay, that's been thought about before. Clearly, the constant barrage of healing spells infuses you with raw magic. Gain 3 magic.
Damn.
I'm dumb as a brick, but I'm pretty magic, which is good. One day, the Beast Slayer is attacked by another monster. You take this opportunity to escape.
How? You were chained to a wall.
The chains got broken in the fight.
Ah.
You push through the hedge and back into the forest. When you finally arrive home, you learn that you'd only been gone for a day.
Damn. And then the world was a howling fury. Chaos, screaming, the sound of all we know being pulled in half. Ow.
I will go.
Oh wow, the gardens is still off limits.
Oh, it's probably gone for good.
Yay!
I'm gonna go to the.
How many other places can I destroy?
I think all of them can be destroyed somehow,
Sweet.
but you have to kind of like set it up for it. I will go for. I'm gonna go to the tavern again. I've not really pursued tavern before, so I will bartend again because I can. You spend the week serving drinks at the tavern. You earn 1 wealth and 2 charm. Yay! One day while in the tavern, a heated argument erupts between the 2 patrons. Oh no. Soon enough fists are flying and everybody seems to be joining in on the violence. I didn't sign up for this. Break up the fight. You jump on top of the table and yell a plea to the patrons to stop all the violence. Before you know it, everybody has calmed down and chatting to one another like nothing ever happened. I'm just that good with the mustache. Thanks for that, says the bartender while slipping you a small stack of coins.
I also like that your character essentially just, at the start of all this, walked into a bar and was just like, I work here now. And then, okay.
It's simple.
I mean, you're not wrong. 1 wealth. I'm on a get-rich-quick scheme, I guess, at the bar.
It's either forest or arena. I'm gonna go arena. I'm gonna compete a fight. You spend the week fighting brutes in the arena. 2 physique, 1 finesse. One day while wandering the halls, one of the arena's fighters approaches you. Excuse me, miss. I need a sparring partner, he says. Are you down for a fight or 2? Absolutely. Let's do this! He screams. He takes a swing at your head. You duck under his punch and kick him in the groin. You run away before he can retaliate. You gain 1 physique. That is... I am a coward, apparently.
Slums. Let's go slumming it. Ooh, I will fight crime. You spend the week outsmarting and beating up criminals. You gain 1 mind, 1 physique, and 1 finesse. Not fitness. Over the course of the week, you notice more and more people who seem to be growing extra limbs.
The endless consequences.
Butterfly effect.
It's a little disconcerting to see. One day, you figure out why. You notice that while a man is drinking from the river, the leg growing out of his back is getting bigger. Yuck. You make a mental note to never drink the river water. You gain 1 mind.
Done? When it arrives this time, how will we fare? Will we once more rebuild, move on, be strong, or have we forgotten? Ah, you can see the spooky mist is encroaching.
I will go to the hospital. And I will tend to patients. Spend the week diagnosing and tending to the sick. Gain 2 mind and earn 1 wealth. Yay! One day, a patient whose voice has been cursed and replaced with piano notes will not stop talking. That would be a horrible curse. All the other patients are complaining that his voice is making the hospital even more depressing. Doctors have tried convincing him to stop talking, but to no avail. Sing with him. 100%. Turn this into a whole rigmarole. You start trying to sing along with his voice. The 2 of you start singing wonderful melodies together, making everybody happy. Yay! Wonder if the piano voice is based on the stuff in the river. One of the doctors slips you a sack of coins to thank you. Yay! Good money.
I have enjoyed so far being relatively useless to society, so I'm gonna hunt.
I mean, I've been getting everyone drunk, so.
Defenseless critters, 2 finesse, and sell the belts for 1 wealth. One day, while out in the woods, a 12-legged deer with glowing pink fur charges at you. What do? Fight back, obviously. You get tackled by the deer. Man, I have not had a great day. It gets on top of you and starts stomping you with its hooves. You throw it off your body and make a run for it. What a workout. You gain 2 physique. Oh, well, I gained something from it, so.
Got the good beaten into you.
Apparently, yeah. Moroka.
Let's return to the scene of the crime. Alchemy Tower. Brewing went well last time. I feel like we can make something interesting this time. You spend the week experimenting with different potion brews. Gain 2 magic, 1 mind. One day, all the alchemists decide to take a break from work and instead throw a cantrip party. One alchemist waves his hands and produces confetti in front of him.
Which of his hands? All 7 of them?
Yeah. Another spawns a seemingly endless number of doves from his sleeves. And all the alchemists turn to you to see what you can come up with. Ooh, complex. With a snap of your fingers, you bring a chair to life.
And it murders the town!
You sit on top of it and ride it around the room. Everybody else is quite impressed. You gain 2 charm.
The Yawhg.
That
It's
was
almost here. Almost. I think this is our last week before the Yawhg.
You keep saying the Yawhg like I should know what to expect from this. Like all I know is I'm like choosing things. I don't know what
it's the end of the
Yawhg
world.
is.
It's like the mythical. It's basically like Cthulhu kind of thing.
Yeah, like
There is a Cthulhu version of this too. Fatagan.
Well, my mind is very low, so I presume I will just go insane. So
I am going to go. I'm going to go to the tavern again. I want to spend my last week drinking.
So you're gonna
Bartend.
Ah, okay.
You know, bartenders sample everything, my dude.
Absolutely.
A part of
Spend
the
the week
job.
serving
Like, you
drinks.
need to know what you're serving.
Yeah. If you haven't tasted it, you don't know how to mix it. One day, the
Hey.
tavern throws its annual dart tournament.
And you don't know what to recommend to people. If someone says, "Hey, what's good?" You can't recommend things you don't know.
I'm going to spectate. Because I don't want to put somebody's eye out. Because I know they have 7 of them now, but
Yeah. They'll just regrow it. It's fine.
you watch the tournament from the sidelines analyzing throwing techniques. Sweet. Gain 1 finesse.
I mean, I really want to take down this this six-legged deer, man. I want to find it. Defenseless critters, 2 finesse, 1 wealth. One day you stumble upon a gigantic moss-covered stone. It pulses with a magical energy. What do? Absolutely poke it. You lay your hand onto the enormous object. The stone's magical energy shoots into your body. You gain 1 magic. Oh, wow, the end.
If you get that one earlier, I think it actually like changes you into something.
Yeah, I think so.
Palace. Why not? Have we seen a palace yet? Oh, we need to attend a ball. Yeah, I'm going to the ball.
Look at those moves.
Yeah, you spend the week attending fancy gatherings. Gain 2 charm and 1 finesse. One day you decide to lean up against a wall just to take a break. It rotates as you apply pressure and you stumble down a set of stairs. You enter a large dusty room filled with barrels. You found the king's famous wine cellar.
It's all just filled with...
Secret party! Secret party! All of your friends show up and the drinking begins. When you come to, you find yourself in a home you don't recognize, only your underwear.
Ah.
Clothes nowhere to be found, you seem to be the only one home. This sounds familiar.
We met the same person.
The storm arrives in the night. By the morning it still rages. For 3 full days the tempest puts us through a grinder, drowns us, crushes us, ruins us. But then it ends. We see the graveyard our home has become. Our home. Does anything yet live? Is it a we past saving? So now you choose your role after the apocalypse. So Al is up first.
Well, all I have is my mustache, so I'm going to be the leader.
The leader.
Your 16 charm mustache.
You take it upon yourself to be the leader of the survivors. You expertly delegate and prioritize tasks. You give motivating speeches and act as an effective mediator in disputes. Yay! This helps with the rebuilding effort significantly.
I have no skills. I physique.
Your physique and finesse are pretty high, right?
I guess I could be builder, smelter, or tailor. I shall be smelter. You volunteer to smelt your now useless coins into building materials. With the modest amount of riches you have, you manage to provide a significant amount of metal. You melt it all down into the smiths, take it and work it into various tools and building materials. This helps the survival effort a lot. You lose 3 wealth. Morocco, what do you do?
What do I do?
You caused
I'm
this apocalypse, so...
Well, I mean, who can say who caused things, really?
I can. It was you.
I mean,
There's
a town got flooded, but a mustache became a leader, so who's to say what things are good and bad?
I can. You're bad.
I'm pretty
Hopefully they
magic,
develop
which
skills.
I feel like lends me to conjuring.
Conjurer.
Oh, you take it upon yourself to help conjure up supplies for the town. With your magic, you summon supplies of the highest caliber. With little effort, you're summoning up high-quality lumber and food from out of nowhere. This helps the rebuilding effort significantly. See, I'm helping. Blame me.
And so we set about our tasks, once more living our lives, this time in a way we might never have expected or even wanted. But in the end, we flourished! Towers once wrecked and ravaged rose toward the sky. Trees again took root, then blossomed. We all blossomed. And though it took a long while, and though it took a lot from us, our future is bright. Should the Yawhg ever return, we will be ready.
Yay! Good ending.
Yay! Let's find out about Al when it lets me press the next button. Oh, there you go.
The Yawhg traumatized you deeply.
Jesus!
Despite everything being okay now, something in you snapped. Maybe it was witnessing a baby floating face down in the water.
Well,
With 7
which,
extra
With 12
which
arms.
face? which face down? There's so many faces.
That baby's a
All of
D20.
them.
Maybe it was whenever you found a man skewered on a fence, still squirming slightly, his eyes an empty void.
Jesus!
Perhaps it was when you saw a group of kids that were trapped in the school and resorted to eating their rotting teacher's corpse.
Oh my god.
Just getting all the dark out of the way right away. Whatever it was, you can't help but drink. You drink so much you're not entirely sure what is real and what is an illusion. One day you look into a mirror and your eyes are empty. Hollow.
Fuck me, man.
I became an alcoholic, okay.
With the town rebuilt, you decide to become a full-time arena warrior. You slowly rise the rank, knocking out scores of fighters, even ones as great as Jean the Beautiful. Before long, you become the arena champion. You travel across the world fighting the very best of the best. Tales are sung far and wide of your mighty feats of strength. Hell yeah. I've gotten that
No
ending
dead
so
babies for
many
you?
I've gotten that ending so many times.
With the town fully rebuilt, you spend more and more time in the alchemy tower.
No, you shouldn't. No, this is
It's
so
fine.
This is so bad.
What could possibly go wrong? Your potion brewing abilities quickly become among the best in the world.
Well, you didn't brew the potion that screwed everyone up. You yeeted it out the window.
See, yeah, there we go. Not my fault. Your health and mana potions are considered world-class delicacies, with people venturing far and wide to buy them. But you never learn how to brew a love potion.
That's random. It's so out of the blue. It's just that extra bit of, by the way, you died alone. Oh.
I think
Have
I got a
happy
good ending.
Oh, I mean, I feel like Al won that round. Absolutely. Jesus Christ, man. That's
It's like
so sad.
4 dark things in a row.
It's so sad. All right.
Oh, Lord.
Same characters. Because it's easier that way. What do you want?
Sure.
My dog is pestering me. The Yawhg will be in 6 weeks. Al is up first. Again.
I will go... Slums.
Slums.
Pickpocket.
Oh, he's going the dark route.
Spend the week performing petty theft. Gain 1 wealth and 2 finesse. One night you hear cheering coming from an alleyway. Yay. Peering in, you see a crowd of men cheering at dogs violently ripping each other apart.
Oh.
One of the men spots you and says, "Oi, would you like to participate in this little betting game?" I'll bet on the dog fights. I'm going to be a rapscallion. Put down a bit of coin on the dog's bloody brawls.
This isn't being a rapscallion. This is being a full-blown asshole.
Yeah, you lose 1 wealth. After a night of betting, the dogs make bloody messes with each other. You manage to earn 0 wealth. Yay! See, it punishes you for being a dick.
Yeah. I'm solitary. Just chop wood forever. You spend the week cutting down trees. You gain 2 physique and earn yourself 1 wealth. One day you stumble upon a gigantic moss-covered stone. It pulses with a magical energy. What do? Touch it. You lay your hand onto the enormous object. The stone's magical energy shoots into your body. You gain 1 magic. Morocco, what do you do?
I will go to the palace. It's gonna be fancy folk. Actually, no. I'm gonna be a secretary. Let's do administration work. You spend the week doing paperwork for the palace.
This is such a bleak picture.
It's paperwork. Of course, it's bleak. You'll pay 2 wealth and gain 1 mind. One day, the court jester approaches you. Would you like to learn to juggle? He asks excitedly.
So out of the blue.
I'll teach you everything I know for a small sum. Sure.
I like your jester voice. Would you like to learn to juggle? It's like talking to a baby.
Coochie coochie goo.
You spend the day with a jester practicing your juggling technique. You improve dramatically.
Well, yeah, from nothing. So, yeah.
2 finesse. Woo! And another 2 finesse. You happily pay the jester for his services. You lose 1 wealth. Money well spent.
Ow.
I will go to the tavern again. I'm going to drink this time.
Oh.
You spend the entire week getting wasted. Gain 2 charm and 1 physique. One day, a fortune teller sets up at the tavern stables. She offers to read anybody's fortune for a small sum.
You have no money.
I don't know what it does. I'll go with yes, please, just to see what it does. You don't have enough money to pay. Upon realizing this, she shoos you away from her table. Oh well, she's probably a hack anyway, you think to yourself. Gain 1 mind.
Just gonna keep doing the same thing. Spend the week cutting down trees, you get two physique and earn yourself 1 wealth. One day you stumble upon a tall, nicely trimmed hedge in the middle of the woods. Oh! You sit and eat your lunch in front of the hedge, wondering what exactly it's doing out in the woods. Suddenly an enormous hand erupts from foliage. I mean, I have physique, so punch! You manage to punch the hand so hard that you appear to have shattered one of its fingers. The hand recoils back through the hedge. You then run away faster than you have ever have in your life. You gain 2 physique. Heck yeah! Maroka, you're up.
I'm up. Hopstal.
Hopsital?
Hopstal. Let's clean up.
I don't know why, but with this game, I always kind of expected there to be a hospital option that was be a patient.
I kind of thought that might be,
What did you choose, sorry?
clean up.
Clean up.
You spend the week steeling your mind against the horrors of the hospital, making sure it is as clean as can be. Gain 1 mind, physique, and wealth. One day, while in the maternity ward, you notice a woman about to give birth.
In the maternity ward?
The baby she births is no ordinary baby, however.
6 fingers.
Its skin is pitch black and shiny, and its eyes glow like an orange flame. It wrestles itself from the doctor's hands and tries to fly away. Stop the demon! Yells the doctor. I have neither strength nor magic. I have slightly more strength. I guess I'll use my strength. Put yourself between the demon and the exit. The baby demon barrels past you and out the door, flying off into the night sky. I'm sure nothing bad will come of this.
Absolutely not. Al.
I will go... I'm going to go to the gardens.
The gardens.
And I will meditate.
Look, that is a meditation pose. He's about
Looks like
to go up a power level.
You spend the week in deep meditation and screaming.
Ah!
Gain 1 magic and 2 mind.
This is to go even further beyond the Yawhg.
Super Yawhg 2.
Ah!
Walking past a pond one day, you see a fat little frog sitting on a lily pad.
Frog.
Ooh. Please, sir, the frog begs, I am not a frog at all, but an enchanted prince. If you could see your way to kissing me, it would break the curse and return me to normal. Sure.
So you can
Tongue
kiss-
and all, kiss the frog. You bend down and kiss the frog. You feel a curious stirring, like a curse trying to break. Unfortunately, you don't seem to be magical enough to get the job done.
Oh, damn.
Not
Aw.
enough tongue. Frog thanks you for your efforts and hops off sadly.
Magic tongue.
Bad case of lip warts. -1 charisma, I'm betting.
I think there's a chance in that one as well that the frog just goes, lol, wasn't a prince, bye.
Think you might be right.
Chop wood. One day you hear a
You're a
howl
lumberjack and
nearby,
we're okay.
followed by the rustling of leaves. Stand and fight. You raise your weapon, ready to fight whatever it is out there. Well, I mean, it's very clear what it is by the picture. A blur leaps onto you, out from the bushes, and knocks your weapon from your hands. You throw the beast off of yourself and make a run for it. You get away safely. Wow, I succeeded.
I'm trying to think what other boring jobs I can do.
You could. Oh, you can't go to the gardens and landscape. What are we going to suggest, but
No.
You can clean
I
at
could
the
do
alchemy
bartending.
cellar, I think.
Oh yeah, there was clean. Yeah, there was. Yeah, let's go to the alchemy tower. Let's clean up there. Clean the lab.
look at that tongue.
You spend the week cleaning up noxious chemicals. You're paid 1 wealth for your labor and gain 1 physique and magic.
I like to think that it's not your experience with the magical potions that's giving you the magic. It's just seeping into you through your gloves or whatever. Well, actually, you're not wearing gloves. This is a great example of someone not adequately wearing PPE. So wear your PPE or you'll become magical.
I mean, you're not making a compelling case for OSHA standards. One day you hear cries for help coming from the next room. Running over to investigate, you see that the alchemists have accidentally created an ooze monster.
Ooze.
How do you dispatch the ooze?
I like that there's not an option to just leave. It's like, I don't want to dispatch it. Fuck it.
Once again, I'm not strong on either of these options. I will punch the ooze. You pummel the ooze until nothing but a puddle remains.
Well done.
2 physique, hey. Acid from the ooze sears your skin.
Again, wear PPE.
Lose physique. The alchemists apply a cream that heals the burn, but your hand just doesn't feel the same.
I thought it was just gonna say you gain 2 physique, but then you lose 1 physique, but then you gain a physique, and just keep going back and forth.
Back and forth. I will go to the arena. And I will compete in a fight.
Ooh.
Spend the week fighting brutes in the arena
Them
with my
calves,
tiny little
man.
axe.
It's like them calves. Just that little bit of calf hair.
You gain 2 physique and 1 finesse. One day, in the middle of a match, a small baby with jet black skin and glowing eyes flies to the center of the arena.
Ta-da!
Not my fault.
You keep destroying things. Melting the flesh off of one of the fighters. Good
Oh my
lord.
god.
The baby then shapeshifts slowly into a gargantuan horned demon. Before I go on a murderous rampage, will anybody dare challenge me to a duel? Sure. I'll challenge him. Well, look what we have here, the demon says, responding to you stepping forward. You pull out your weapon, ready for combat, and get completely wasted. Tilts his head forward and charges. You run full speed at the charging demon with your weapon raised above your head.
This is building anticipation.
The demon ducks under your weapon and hits you with the force so hard you black out. I keep blacking out. You dream of the world crumbling at your feet around you. Yay! You come to, you wake up in your home with a message carved into your chest. You've got guts, Challenger. I respect that, it reads. I've given you a small blessing so that you remember not to challenge a demon in the future. You feel wiser.
And you've got this entire message permanently carved into your chest.
Gain 1 mind.
Chop wood!
You're a lumberjack and you're okay.
I have 16 physique. One day you come across a group of people in the woods. From the expressions on their faces, they appear to be lost. Rob them or help them? Well, I don't think I have the mind to, help them, but I'm not going to rob them.
Definitely have the physique to, beat them up.
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking. It's like, I can either succeed in being a bad guy or fail at being a good person. You confront the group and try to help them find their way back to town. You can't seem to figure out where you are and lead the group around in circles for hours. One of them asks how you managed to find your way home at night. You don't
go home, you just
know.
keep chopping trees.
Exactly, I've never
You
left.
never go home.
I didn't lose anything, at least. Oh, but the arena's destroyed.
Oh, dang.
All right, what are you doing, Morocco?
Oh, it's me.
It is you.
I will go to the. I can work at the tavern. Let's work at the tavern.
You bartender.
Bartend, yeah. You spend the week serving drinks at the tavern. You earn 1 wealth in tips and gain 2 charm.
I just want to point out, I love the art style of this game. I really do adore their,
It's pretty cool.
their drawings and stuff. From what I know, though, the studio hasn't done anything else, which is such a shame.
One day, while in the tavern, a heated argument erupts between 2 patrons. Soon enough, fists are flying and everybody seems to be joining in on the violence. Break up the fight. Jump on top of a table and yell a plea to the patrons to stop all the violence. Patrons ignore you completely and continue attacking one another. Go to sleep that night thinking a little less of the human race.
I think there's an option as well for that one, that if you've got low enough charm that they actually like throw something at you.
Right.
Al, what are you doing? You've
I will
destroyed the
go-
arena.
I will go to the palace. Attend the ball. Spend the week attending fancy gatherings. You gain 2 charm and 1 finesse. Ow. One day you hear somebody shouting something in the hallway. What? There's a bomb in the palace, they scream. Sweet. There's a mass panic as people try to desperately escape the palace walls. Run away!
Are you running away?
Yeah. You get out just before the bomb goes off.
Is that the palace destroyed as well now?
Huge explosion occurs, knocking you off your feet and completely wrecking the castle.
Yep.
Yep.
That's gone.
I
I
wonder
wanted to do
what-
administration.
I wonder what I will do. 18 physique. One day you hear hundreds of footsteps rumbling through the forest in your direction. It's an orc raiding party. What do you do? I don't want to charm them. I want to fight them. Hide. You jump into a nearby ditch. Unfortunately, your bright clothing signals you to their presence, and they capture you in your holding cell. You contemplate the world of your own weight
See,
of your own
that-
mortality.
That's where your PPE let you down. Your high vis gave you away.
Next morning, the orcs are all gone and the cellar's unlocked. What happened? What do you do, Marok? Your job at the palace is
gardens.
screwed.
I know. Landscape. You spend the week maintaining the plants in the royal garden.
What's the point?
So it looks pretty. Finesse, physique, and wealth.
Yeah, I mean, the palace is in shambles, but at least there's some topiary.
Yeah, exactly. One day on your way home from the park, you come across a golden ring in the grass.
Ooh.
Ooh. Weathering. Upon placing the ring on your finger, orange glowing markings appear on the outside of the band.
Okay, Sauron.
Marking. The markings unravel themselves from the ring and swirl in front of you. They form into what appears to be a fully armored ghost, radiating a beautiful orange light. The ghost turns to you and nods before walking away.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
The ring looks good on you. You gain 1 charm.
That is so good. I love that.
I will go to the slums. And I will pickpocket some more. Spend the week performing petty theft. Gain 1 wealth and 2 finesse. One night, a small child approaches you with his hands cupped and outstretched towards you. He does not say anything, but he just looks up at you with wide eyes, waiting expectantly. Sure, I can't be that much of a dick. Give him a coin. You toss him his sack of coins. My only money. You lose 1 wealth! He thanks you and walks away.
Lol.
The next night, you recognize him on the street. Okay. You spot him eating what looks like a fresh loaf of bread. He sees you and smiles. I wanted to... Can I steal the bread? Feel good about yourself. He just did his shopping for me. Okay, finesse, mind,
Whoa.
charm, and magic.
Hot damn.
I did it good.
Job word. 20 physique, man. One day during your forest excursions, you stumble upon a swarm of rats. At first, you jump backwards in shock, but then you start to hear them conversing with one another. They call you over. I'm not getting many, physique-based events. Excuse me, miss. One of them says in a Excuse me, miss. One of them says in a high-pitched voice. I'm not doing that. Actually, I'm...
Do you think you might be able to help us with something? You see, we're trying to elect our new leader, but it seems our votes are completely tied.
Becoming very London.
We're trying to decide between Seedpool the Vengeful and Blightooth the Wise,
Says the rat. Seedpaw steps forward. If you vote for me, the rats will have a powerful leader, one who isn't afraid to take our fight to the enemy. proclaims Seedpaw. Blightooth steps up.
If you've heard from me, good miss, I will lead these rats to the age of enlightenment,
says Blightooth. Which rat did you choose? I mean, obviously Venge Boy. Half of the rats roar with tiny applause. Blightooth bows his head and walks back into the mass of rats. Seedpaw climbs onto your shoulder and whispers fighting tips in your ear as thanks. Yes! Yes!
You get strong.
I am strong boy. Maroka.
Oh, I done all the things now. I can retire. Hospital.
I've never seen 2 buildings be broken in one run. This is really cool.
Clean up. I'm nothing if not an obedient worker. You spend the week stealing your money, blah, blah, blah. One day you hear spooky sounds echoing through the hospital.
Spooky.
Soon afterwards, a glowing blue ghost floats down from the ceiling. She seems to be wandering the halls aimlessly, howling out horrible noises.
What a bitch.
She doesn't appear to realize that she's freaking everyone out. You decide to do something about it. Well, I ain't got much magic. I ain't got much better charm, but it could be a mind thing. I will talk to the ghost.
Maybe she'll be impressed with your cool ring.
Yeah, maybe. You approach the spirit and try to explain to her the effect she's having on the sick. She seems to understand what you're telling her and apologizes for bothering everybody. She walks to a wall and is never seen again.
Nice.
A doctor tosses you a sack of coins as a way of saying thanks. Woo! Money.
Getting rich here.
The Yawhg has happened. Al, what do you do?
I'll be the tailor. I have finesse. That's about it. You volunteer to weave and mend clothing for the survivors to keep warm. You make and mend clothing faster than anyone would have expected. Every survivor now has excess number of scarves, socks, and hats to keep warm.
What about, like trousers and coats
Nope,
and stuff?
only socks.
Only
Nope.
socks.
Cover everything in socks.
The builder.
Everything.
I think I am only capable of one thing, and that is building. You take it upon yourself to help rebuild the town by hand. You rebuild homes at breakneck speed, impressing the rest of the survivors. This helps the rebuilding effort significantly. All right, Maroka, what do?
I've gone for a very average character that makes me no good at anything specifically. Maybe Smelter?
I think this one will work because of your wealth. Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. You volunteer to smelt your now useless coins into building materials. Your former riches provide a wealth of metal for survivors to build with. This helps survival efforts immensely.
I only got significantly. You guys got and I have 21 physique. This is bullshit.
You lose a lot of money in the process, though. 3 wealth. I don't know the 3 wealth.
Oh, you lost 6 wealth. I only lost 3. And so we set about our tasks once more, living our lives, this time in a way we might never have expected or even wanted. But in the end, we flourished! Hooray! Good end again. Oh yeah, I can't, skip this. Oh, no, I can. There we go. Da-da-da-da. Good end again. Now we wait for,
I'm really surprised you did not get something in the woods, by the way.
Yeah, there's a couple things you can get from chopping wood that... Oh my god, Al!
The Yawhg traumatized me deeply again. Despite everything being okay and you... Okay, now something in you snapped. Maybe it was baby.
Yep.
Hey, at least it didn't look like a D20 with a million faces.
Yep, they get all the...
Trapped in the school had resorted to eating their flesh. Can't help but drink. Wow, I got the same ending twice.
Same ending? This is so bleak. After the town is rebuilt, you decide to move out into the woods. Yeah! You become the friendly local lumberjack and fashion yourself a log cabin. You spend most of your days chopping down... Yeah, I mean, this is great. This is really out left field. Chopping down giant trees and carrying the logs to the town gate. You make friends with the dryads of the forest and spend every weekend at their wild river parties. All in all, you lead a good life. Hell yeah!
With the town rebuilt, you start a topiary design firm.
I think the game was just kind of like, okay, let's just pick one of them. He did nothing.
Yeah. You charge top dollar for high-end designs of shrubs and hedges. People from all across the land seek out your expertise in all things gardening related because I trimmed a hedge once.
Yep.
You even named Time Magazine's most important person of the year at one point. Yeah, that's nothing. I was named Time Magazine's person of the year once. You live the rest of your days out comfortably.
Advice.
Hey, that way. Somehow Al got the same ending.
I just have that bad ending magnetism.
Apparently. I feel so bad for you.
Nah. The bad endings are the good endings.
Yeah.
I think to destroy all the buildings, you'd have to have all 4 people.
Probably,
But
yeah.
I'm gonna go all slums. Slums.
Sorry.
I'm not gonna be the Dr. Pepper this time. Pickpocket.
I love Dr. Pepper.
Spend the week performing petty theft. Gain a wealth and finesse. One night you hear a woman whisper at you from nearby. Hey you, she calls out, looking to make a bit of coin. I'm always up for more coin. She signals for you to go into the alleyway with her. This could not be dangerous at all. Come closer, she says. Nobody else can hear what I'm about to tell you. You lean in close, eager to learn how you'll be earning this coin.
Your character's oblivious.
Oh yeah. She presses herself right up against you, moving her lips slowly towards your ear. Suddenly, she bites your neck viciously. Blood pours from the wound, and she clings to you tightly, lapping it all up. You black out. I have done that every single run. I'm good at blacking out. When you come to, you see her standing over you. Thanks, she says, tossing you a couple coins.
Saucy.
I gain money. She then melts into the shadows.
I like that a coding error could just be, she then melts. You're like, oh okay.
Puddles. The wound has healed completely. Sweet. No side effects whatsoever. Body feels ice cold. You gain 3 charm. Lose 3 physique. That's okay.
Wah, wah. I'm trying to think of stuff I didn't tend to do, because the first 2 options, I just wanted to get the ones that I remembered out of the way of just spamming arena and forest. I kind of want to see if I can like meditate and transcend the mortal plane just forever. Meditate! You spend the week in deep meditation. You gain 1 magic and 2 mind. One day, a beggar comes to you asking for any spare change. I mean, I'm gonna try, but it's gonna say I don't have any money. You're also broke. You don't have a penny you could spare. You both sing songs together about your poverty. You gain 1 charm. Excellent.
See, my initial gut reaction for what I wanted to do was be the superhero to Alzrath's villain here.
Yeah,
if he's
but
going
you
to
can't go to
pickpocket
the
every time.
slums.
But I can't go to the slums! Yeah! I'm like, ah, damn it, I can't. It actually won't let me do that.
I think we'd have to select new characters to have it rotate the order again.
Yeah, probably. I think it's based on who picks first, so it's just going to be the same. I mean, we can just flip a coin or roll a die and then just go with whichever. We'll see. We'll do that next time.
I specifically wanted it, I wanted the stories to entwine where Alzrath is the bad guy and I'm the good guy, and we, our stories would entwine at the same...
Yeah, he wanted to fight crime while you pickpocketed, is what he means.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't want to say I wasn't saying I want to do a separate run at the same time as you did this, but I want to be thwarting your crime.
What will you do instead then?
I will be fancy and go to the palace for a ball. Why not? Spend the week attending fancy gatherings.
Fancy gatherings.
To charm and finesse. You overhear the jester tell a joke to a group of people. Everyone laughs, but you didn't understand the joke at all. Try and figure it out. You never managed to figure it out. You've begun coming to terms with the fact that your sense of humor is lacking. Being more self-aware, you managed to exude an aura of confidence.
Hot damn.
I have
More charm.
never gotten the positive outcome from that. I always lose mine. That's why I didn't take it last time.
Well, I saw you get a bad outcome last time, so I didn't take it.
I'm going to go to the tavern. I'm going to drink. Because I had a good night. Spend the entire week getting wasted. You gain 2 charm and 1 physique. Over the course of the week, you've noticed your skin become paler and your teeth sharper. You notice that whenever you talk, everyone nearby hangs on your every word. You gain 3 charm.
Hot damn.
You also feel more frail and gaunt than you used to. You lose 3 physique.
Oh my God.
0.
One day, you notice a woman tilting her head back, brushing her hair. Her neck fully exposed. You can even see a vein or two. Delicious. Before you know it, you're coated in blood with a mangled form in front of you. There are dozens of people around, and they're all filled with delicious nectar.
Yeah, I think
The next few hours are a blur. Wake up the next day in bed sheets soaked with blood that is not your own. You look in the mirror and notice your skin has regained its color and your teeth have dulled.
Hot damn. Right, well, I'm going to continue my transcendence. One day on your way home from the park, you come across a golden ring in the grass. I mean, wear the ring. Why not? I'm not going to. Upon placing the ring on your finger, orange glowing mass, the markings unravel. The form into what appears to be a fully armed ghost. The ghost turns to you and nod. I just love that he's just like, nod, bye. Ring looks good in you.
Fancy lad. Palace.
Yep.
Ball.
Paul.
I'm just going to be like socialite.
He's going to become the best dancer.
I'm just going to be the fanciest lad. Spend the week attending fancy gatherings. 2 charm finesse. One day you decide to lead up against a wall just to take a break. It rotates, you play pressure and you stumble down a set of stairs. In a large dusty room full of barrels. Find the king's famous wine cellar. The secret party went kind of badly last time. I want to know if there are other outcomes, but also maybe I pick the other option.
There's multiple outcomes for each thing.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them, and it's not always just dictated by your stats.
And it's not always good or bad. It's like some of them have like 3 or 4 outcomes. It's like rolling a dice.
Yeah.
Yeah, fine. Secret party. Well, friendship when this drinking begins. When you come to, you find something at home you don't recognize in your own lap. Okay.
I mean, it works.
Mm-hmm. I might actually don't lose anything for it, so it's not too bad.
I'm gonna go to the hospital.
The tavern.
I will tend to patients. Easy blood. You spend the week diagnosing and tending to the sick.
He's living out the plot of Vampire.
You gain 2 mind and earn 1 wealth. One day, a patient comes into the hospital with sores that nobody has ever seen before. While walking by his bedside, he looks to you rudely and asks for a glass of water. I'll give him water.
Why would you ignore him?
You bring him a small glass to quench his thirst. He takes a large sip, swigs it around, then proceeds to spit it at you. The water hits you right in the face. After cleaning up, you scold the obviously insane man for spitting on you. That night, when you get home, you feel dizzy and start having vivid hallucinations about ancient wizards. You gain 3 magic.
What?
You lose 3 mind.
Transcend! Walking past a pond one day, you see a fat little frog sitting on a lily pad. Please, miss, the frog begs. I am not a frog at all, but an enchanted prince. If you could see your way to kissing me, it would break the curse and return me to normal. Kiss the frog. Bend down to kiss the frog. Suddenly the frog is enveloped by a cloud of shimmering frog. I know it said fog. When the frog clears, the fog is gone, and a tall, regal man is standing in the pond instead. He thanks you for helping him and gives you a handsome reward. You get 2 wealth. I've never gotten that before. I've always not been magic enough. As word spreads of your deed, your reputation improves. You gain 1 charm.
Fancy lad.
You just ball again.
Yes. Just party, party, party. Party hard.
Party hardy.
2 charm finesse. One day the court jester approaches you.
Juggle? It is juggle.
Would you like to learn to juggle? Okay.
You don't
Just
have
hangs
to
around the
learn.
palace, just teaching people to juggle.
I mean, that's what
I'll
jesters
teach you
do.
everything I know for a small sum. Sure. You don't have enough money to pay. Says the jester. He walks away, disappointed. You practice juggling on your own instead in your spare time. You gain 1 finesse.
Nice.
I will go to the forest now.
You're stealing my thing.
I will hunt. You spend the
Look
week
at that
hunting
tiny
defenseless
crossbow.
critters. You
Not
gain
the
2
size,
finesse
it's how you
and
use
health
it.
for 1 wealth. Over the course of the week, you notice yourself growing more and more spiral-shaped sores all over your body. One day, the sores become glowing a vibrant blue. You feel your magical power grow even stronger while your mind slips further and further. You gain 3 magic. You lose 3 mind. In no time, the sores are glowing so bright that they hurt to look at.
Are you going to destroy the forest?
A hunting party spots you.
Ooh.
One of them runs up to you to see if you're all right.
I didn't know
Okay.
these events could have like different outcomes based on where you go. That's cool.
With only a glance, you set him aflame.
God.
Then you let out a scream that shakes the earth and shatters the skulls of all nearby.
Oh my god.
A river of blood coats the ground as you walk about, reveling in your destruction.
Oh my god.
I am the Yawhg! You black out.
As
When
is
you come to,
tradition.
you're at home in your bed. Sores have faded, and you feel like the disease symptoms have passed.
That was a
The next day, you find an exit to the town is closed.
You've destroyed
Something
the
about there being a
forest.
horrific accident in the forest. You do not inquire further.
Al is the
Yep, forest out.
destroyer. Transcend. Deep meditation. You gain 1 magic to mind. You've noticed over the course of the week that the number of people drinking alcohol in the park has increased dramatically. Join in drinking or ignore them. I am a bit too busy transcending. Seeing them make fools of themselves makes you feel like a morally superior person. Excellent. You gain 1 mind. How you doing, Morocco?
I mean, is that really the path to enlightenment? Smug superiority?
Absolutely.
Okay. Fancy lad. Spend the week attending fancy gatherings.
Look at your charm.
One day, a grand carriage arrives at the palace from which a tall, regal man emerges from the carriage.
Is this the Frog Prince?
He says that he is the true king, recently freed from a curse placed on him by his wicked half-brother. The man challenges the king to a duel for the throne. Support the stranger.
Ooh.
You decide to act as the stranger's second. Oh no. You carefully inspect the fighters before the duel begins, but everything appears to be proper.
Mm.
Unfortunately, the stranger is easily defeated by the king. Oh. You're branded a renegade. No, no, my precious charm.
Where will you destroy next, Al?
I will go to the alchemy tower. And I will brew a potion.
Oh no.
You spend the week experimenting with different potion brews.
That is a concentrating Baby Yoda face.
You gain 2 magic and 1 mind. One day, all the alchemists decide to take a break from work and instead throw a cantrip party. One alchemist waves his hands and produces confetti in front of him. Another spawns a seemingly endless number of doves from his sleeves. Then all the alchemists turn to you to see what you can come up with. Well, vampirism and horrible things, so complex trick.
Yeah, you could. They're just like, what can you do? You destroy the planet.
A snap of your fingers, you bring. Oh, I only bring a chair to life. Damn it! You sit atop it and ride it around the room.
The chair kills everybody.
Everybody else is quite impressed. It's a vampire too. Gain 2 charm.
Transcend. Spend the week in deep meditation, you gain one magic in mind. One day you come across an elderly man snoozing on the grass. Stomp his head in. You there, young person! I thought you were snoozing. He waves you over. I'm having an awful time trying to nap in the bright sun. Do you mind giving me some shade? Block the sun for the old man or decline. I mean, sure. Ages seem to pass as you stand in the hot sun, the wizard old man sleeping peacefully on your shadow. The sun is sweltering, and after some hours you begin to feel faint. Gradually, everything grows dark. When you awaken, it is evening in the garden, and an ancient gnarled tree stands where the old man was sleeping. That's so cool! For witnessing this miraculous event, you gain 1 magic! That was awesome. Is it Fancy Lad again?
Fancy Lad. Spend the week attending fancy gatherings, getting some things. One day the king approaches me, the renegade who backed his opponent. Excuse me, would you look like someone I can confide in?
No, he
says.
doesn't. He's the...
Yeah, really, definitely shouldn't. I really want a prince to take over the throne, but the queen and I... Well, I can't get it up. He blushes a little. Do you have any advice on how I could get it up?
Teach the king your ways. Basically, do the king in the bum.
I was interpreting that more as a spot of fluffing, but
Magical Viagra.
I will proudly take on the role of royal fluffer. Teach the king my ways. So I was drawing a bunch of diagrams, going through some scenarios with the king. By the end of it, he's just as charming as you are. He thanks you and hands you a large sack of coins as a reward. 3 wealth. Woo!
Oh.
I'll go Alchemy Tower again. Why not? And I will brew potion. I spend the week experimenting on the brews. Gain 2 magic and 1 mind. Hey, I'm not 0 mind.
Yeah.
One day you hear one of the alchemists shout, Eureka! When you look over to see what he's done, you spot a small previously dead ferret come to life. I figured out the antidote to death, the alchemist exclaims. The undead ferret lets out a horrific noise and lumbers about slowly. Praise the accomplishment. That's amazing! You say, slightly discomforted by the ferret's presence. I am just as bad as that ferret. I didn't hurt their feelings. Gain 1 charm. I mean, I'm probably the reason the ferret is like that. Let's be honest. Just came crawling in out of the woods.
One day, a toothless old woman approaches you.
I have a small pouch of magic beans. Would you be interested in purchasing them?
Of course I would! You spend 1 wealth on the beans. Later on, you decide to plant them in a small, rarely visited part of the garden. I think it's way too late for that. That one's supposed to be...
Yeah, that's not going to have a payoff. Fancy Lad. Spend the week attending fancy gatherings and getting some things. One day you hear somebody shouting something in the hallway. There's a bomb in the palace! They scream. There's a mass panic as people try desperately to escape the palace's walls. I have the finesse. Maybe. Unless it requires mind, I'm not sure. I'll attempt to disarm it. I'm deep into the castle trying to figure out where the explosives are hidden. I managed to find them in the wine cellar disguised as barrels of wine.
Whoa. One of your friends did it.
Oh no, it's magic! Run away! The bomb appears to be on a destination that is controlled by powerful magic. You realize immediately you won't be able to figure it out and get out of the building as quick as you can. You're almost out when the bomb goes off. Oh no. A huge explosion that knocks you through a wall. Lose physique.
Well, Justin, that was your last party. You went out with a bang.
Hey.
What are you going to do?
Well, I will 100% be the leader.
Oh, God.
I have all the charm and all the magic.
I was worried, and then I realized, yeah, you have 16 charm.
How did you
You
get
take it upon
16 charm?
yourself
What?
to be the leader of the survivors.
This doesn't look like
I'm a vampire. I have all the charm. You're
Oh,
so
the
incredibly
vampire
charming,
thing.
everyone readily lets you guide them. Unfortunately, you don't have the brain capacity to know what to do in the position of power.
Oh my god.
You end up contradicting your orders and arguing with everyone. This hinders the rebuilding effort tremendously.
Oh no. A mind and some magic. I guess doctor sounds mindy. But I've never actually did any doctoring. So this all feels like a very, very bad idea.
Is it just based on your stats, or is it based on the
I-
things you did in life as well?
I think it's partly based on things you did in life, but I think it is heavily based on stats. So we'll find out.
I think the overall outcome is based on stats.
You take it upon yourself to help the sick and injured from the Yawhg. Despite your vast medical knowledge, your hands are too shaky to save
Oh, yeah,
some
the
patients.
finesse.
Don't have the finesse. You lose a few, but manage to save most of them. This helps the survival effort quite a bit. I don't think we're gonna... Well, it all depends on Fancy Lad now, because he can't
Oh, I'm
lead.
sorry, I had friggin' charm. Do you know which one I was gonna pick? Also, my mind was also garbage, so you know. What else could charm possibly be used for?
You have finesse, too.
Yeah, you have finesse. You could just be the looter or town drunk. You don't have to help.
I mean, I spent the last 6 weeks of my life solely and entirely partying. I think it has to be town drunk. You scavenge together as much alcohol as you can and drink excessively. Gain 2 physique and 1 charm.
And so we set about our tasks once more, living our lives, this time in a way we might never have expected or even won, but in the end, we were defeated. Those of us left struggled to put our home to rights, but the effort was futile, doomed. The city bled survivors, eventually becoming a husk, a dead thing, and perhaps the Yawhg was only partly to blame. It was mostly Al.
mostly me.
Mostly Al. 3 parts of the city were destroyed.
And 2 of them were me.
Yeah.
We don't know who did the third one. Probably was me too. In the ruins of the village, you try to set up the form of an infirmary to help cull the rampant diseases running amok. You try to find helpers, but it appears anyone able enough has either fled the city or died. Either way, you try your best to cure the scores of plagues killing people all over the ruins. Unfortunately, all your contact with the various diseases takes its toll. You die without saving anyone. What? I don't get to be a vampire?
Nice.
It weirdly seemed to abandon the vampire thing, like, basically as soon as you got the weird magic thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To attempt to distract yourself from the disasters unfolding around you, you try meditation. You spend weeks at a time sitting in one spot trying to cross to another plane of existence.
You did try to
After
transcend.
years of attempts and self-sacrifice, you finally manage to cross over to the astral realm. Fuck you guys, I'm out! You come to find that the astral realm is exactly like the normal realm, except everyone's eyes are slightly smaller. Everything is just as wrecked and broken as it is over there. You don't know how to get back home. Oh, balls.
With the town in ruins, you decide to flee and go through the woods to seek a new home. The venture is cut short, however, as you are mauled to death by a mysterious beast.
What an ending. What an ending. I mean, at least I'm still alive, I guess. I'm just in a world with people with slightly smaller eyeballs. I did transcend. I count that as a win, because I did do my objective. I succeeded in what I planned to do. Right, I'm just going to press random. There we go. Alright. And I'm going to decide... Maroka can go first.
Woo! So I'm Blue Lady.
You are
Okay.
blue.
Alrighty. If I will be denied my opportunity to be a superhero, I'm going to do it this time. Slums. Gonna be Batman. Batwoman. You spend the week outsmarting and beating up criminals. Gain 1 mind, 1 physique, and 1 finesse. One night you hear cheering coming from an alleyway.
Ooh.
Peering in, you see a crowd of men cheering on dogs violently ripping each other apart. One of the men spots you and asks, "Oi, would you like to participate in our little betting game?" Stop the dog fights. Try to convince the gamblers that dog fighting is wrong.
You're a crime fighter. You should beat them up.
Your words fall on deaf ears. Very quickly, they get quite angry with you. One walks up to you and pulls out a knife. You don't feel like you've got the strength or speed to match this guy. Run away, hoping he won't follow. No.
Al, hero.
I will go. I'm gonna go chop wood in the forest. Spend the week cutting down trees for the village. You gain 2 physique and earn yourself 1 wealth. One day you hear howl, now God, followed by rustling leaves. Run for it. Drop what you were doing and run for your life. You hear heavy footsteps running behind you, and they seem to be getting closer. Something heavy jumps on top of you and slashes open your back.
Oh my god.
You black out.
Again!
When you come to, your whole body feels warm, and the gash in your back has disappeared. You lose 3 magic. You gain 3 physique.
What will I do? Transcend again! No.
Oh my god.
I don't know. I am gonna be Duke Tor. You spend the week diagnosing and tending to the sick. You gain 2 mind and earn 1 wealth. One day, while in the maternity ward, you notice a woman about to give birth. The baby's birth is an ordinary bear, however. The skin is pitch black and shiny, and its eyes glow like an orange flame. It wrestles itself from the doctor's hand and tries to fly away. Stop that demon, yells the doctor. Use your magic. I have neither. With the weight of your hand, you put a magical barrier blocking the exit. The baby breaks right through it and flies off into the night sky. Well, balls.
Batwoman. Spend the week outsmarting and beating up criminals. Mind, physique, and fitness. Finesse. I don't know why I keep saying that. One night, a small child approaches you with his hands cupped and outstretched towards you.
Oh no.
I ain't got nothing. Doesn't say anything, but just looks up at you with wide eyes, waiting expectantly.
It's a criminal! He kicks the shit out of the child.
Look, I'm not actually bat anything. I'm not rich. Try to give him some coin. You're also broke! You don't have a penny you could spare. You end up hanging out all night, though, talking with the child. Hearing a child's outlook on the world allows you to see things in a slightly different light. Gain mind.
Aw.
Ow.
I will go to... I'm going to go to the gardens. And I'm going to meditate on what has happened to my butt. Spend the week in deep meditation. You gain 1 magic and 2 mind. Over the course of the week, you notice that you've been slowly growing hair all over your body. I'm getting older, it's true. You've also noticed yourself getting significantly stronger. Gain 3 physique. Your ability to control the supernatural is fading, however. You lose 3 magic. One day you feel a searing pain course through as your body contorts against your will. Fur erupts from everywhere and your teeth turn jagged and sharp.
Whoa.
You can hear the screaming of those around you, but all you can think of is how hungry you are. Next few hours are a blur.
Owl the Destroyer.
Wake up the next day in your bed, naked and coated in blood. Take a look in the mirror and notice you're completely back to normal now. Yay!
It's weird.
You feel like whatever all that was, it's all out of your system now.
Well, no one's going to the gardens anymore. What do I have currently? I have 7 mind. Oh, and I have wealth. I'm gonna be Doctor and Potion Man. You spend the week experimenting with different potion brews, 2 magic, and 1 mind. One day, an artificer stops by for a visit. She is adorned with magical gadgets and gizmos and is followed everywhere by her clockwork spider. The alchemists of the tower all go out of their way to impress the artificer, offering her an array of potions and elixirs. As she's leaving, she adorns the most charming of the alchemists with a special trinket. The fact that she didn't choose you was a very humbling experience. You gain 1 charm.
That one. Spend the week outsmarting and beating up criminals. Getting things. One night you hear a woman whisper at you from nearby. Hey, Hey, you! She calls out. Looking to make a bit of coin? No thanks. You walk away from her wondering just how much coin you missed out on.
That's it.
Okay, fine.
I'll go to the arena. Compete in the fight. You spend the week fighting brutes in the arena.
I wonder what would have happened if you'd gone to the arena last week.
Gain 2 physique and 1 finesse. Probably would have destroyed it.
Yeah.
Spot your former lover, Kelly.
Ooh, Kelly.
An awkward exchange happens in which you want to know how they're doing without seeming to care too much. After a few minutes, Jean, one of the most popular fighters in the arena, butts into the conversation. Hey, Kelly, sorry to interrupt, but we've got to leave right away. We don't want to make it to your mother. We want to make it to your mother's in time.
We don't want to make it to your mother in time. I hate that woman.
Pretty much. She's an ass. She's got more hair than this guy. You say an awkward goodbye as they walk off holding hands. How do you feel? I'm going to go pure werewolf. Let's go extreme jealousy. You become extremely grumpy for the rest of the week. You lose 1 charm. That's fine. While you're no fun to be around, you channel your range into working out.
Ooh, get swole.
I am getting swole. 17. Good lord.
Jeez.
Patience. Spend the week tending to the sick. You gain 2 mana and 1 wealth. One day you hear spooky sounds echoing through the hospital. Soon afterwards, a glowing glow down from the ceiling. She seems to be wandering the halls, aimlessly howling at horrible noises. I'm just not reading any of this right. She doesn't appear to realize that she's freaking everyone out. You decide to do something about it. I mean, I have slightly more match. Screw it. Let's vaporize. With a wave of your hand, you fire off a magic bolt. The ghost lets out a wail as the bolt pierces her heart. She slowly fizzles out of existence. Target practice. You gain 1 magic. Heck yeah!
That woman. Spend the week out smiling. One night, a man walks up to you. Excuse me, miss. Feeling a little lonely tonight? He asks.
Wink.
For only a small amount of coin, I can make you feel good all night. Sure. You don't have enough money to pay him. He shrugs and walks off. This is
You
a
avoided
very
chlamydia.
uneventful slum.
You're not getting any, like, crime fighting events as well, it seems.
No, it's weird.
I'll go arena again. Fight.
Fight on.
You spend the week fighting brutes in the arena. You gain 2 physique and 1 finesse. One day, while wandering around the hall, you spot Jean. Punch him right in the face. As you walk by, you take a swing. Jean tries to duck, but you're too fast. Your fist connects and knocks several of Jean's teeth loose.
Nice.
Your rage ended up severely injuring someone. You lose 1 charm and 1 mind. That was a nice punch, though. Gain 2 physique and 2 finesse.
21. That's insane. Brew time. 2 magical mind. One day, while in the tower, one of the alchemists asks you to watch his potion while he's out. Soon after he leaves, the potion begins to bubbling out of control. If you don't do something soon, it'll explode. Nom 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 nom. You quickly drink the potion. Your stomach can't seem to handle the potion. Fire erupts up your esophagus, and for a solid minute, you're shooting a jet of fire from between your lips. That burns. You lose 2 physique. What a learning experience, though. You gain 1 mind. Yay!
And lose both lips.
Your face is gone.
Oh, me? You know what I'm doing. Spend the week out smiling and beating up criminals. Doing the things. You notice the stones that used to line the road seem to have a certain pattern to them.
Ooh.
With a piece of paper and a pencil, you manage to work out that each type of symbol corresponds to a letter of the alphabet.
It didn't say symbol, it said pattern. That's so...
Yeah. Deciphering the code points you to a small trapdoor hidden in a back alley. You descend it to find a dimly lit room with 2 cubes hovering off the ground, text scribbled across them. The
Arcane or the
Gallant.
Oh.
You touch the cube labeled the Gallant. Everything flashes white.
You're dead.
You wake up at home feeling a little odd. You gain 3 charm.
That's it.
Yeah.
Arena.
Touch the gallant cube, you get gallant.
Compete.
Fight on.
Spend the week fighting brutes. Strength and finesse. One day in the middle of a match, a small baby with jet black skin and glowing eyes flies into the center of the arena.
This happened in this run.
Fire erupts from
23 physique.
Fire erupts from his eyes, melting the flesh off of one of the fighters. Yay. The baby then shapeshifts slowly into a gargantuan horned demon. Before I go on a murderous rampage, will anyone dare challenge me to a duel? Yes. I will challenge him. Well, look what we have here, the demon says, responding to you stepping forward. It's werewolf versus demon. Pull out your weapon ready for combat. The demon tilts his head forward and charges. You run full speed at the charging demon with your weapon raised above your head. You cleave right through the demon.
Hey.
It bursts into countless black tendrils that then pierce through your body.
Oh no.
You gain 2 physique.
Oh my god.
Demon
You
werewolf.
gain 2 finesse. You gain 2 mind. 2 charm.
Lord.
And 3 magic.
Holy balls. Doctor.
This is one of the final options to choose what to be just God.
You spend the week dining instead of 2 mind, wealth. One day, the bloodletting leeches somehow escape from their containers. Well, they're quite small. Leeches start flooding into the hallway. There are people screaming everywhere as leeches slither towards them. Somebody do something, yells one of the doctors. Zap the leeches with magic, or use yourself as bait. Magic, man. You wave your hand, unleashing a wave of magic to disintegrate the leeches. The leeches all poof into dust. You save the hospital with your quick thinking. You gain 1 mind.
Week 6.
You know what I'm doing. You do the thing. You gain the things. Nothing out of the ordinary happens to you.
Wait, what?
Apparently, I exhausted all of the options that were available in the slums. I guess not much happens in the slums.
In my final week.
I feel like wherever you go, you're going to destroy it.
Just by standing there. Just that large, you just destroy buildings by being in them.
We go to the tavern. Mix it up on the last week. I'm gonna drink. What's better than a drunk werewolf? Spend the entire week getting wasted. Charm and 1 physique.
More physique.
26 physique, man.
One day, a fortune teller sets up at one of the tavern tables.
At least she's got her pinky out.
She offers to read anybody's fortune for a small sum. Yes, I will take... I want to know what your fortune is.
You're a fucking demon. Arg.
You spend 1 wealth. The fortune teller takes your hand and begins showering you with promises of love and wealth. Not a good fortune teller. She doesn't really go into any detail, and the whole time you can't help but feel that this is all an act. Underwhelmed and slightly poorer, you can't help but feel like you've wasted your money. Killer. Fortune teller runs up to you and gives you a kiss on the cheek. There's the love part, she says with a toothless smile. And then she hands you a giant sack of gold.
Dope.
There's the wealth.
That's one way to
Hey.
prove that you're a fortune teller.
Think I'm still a hack? Yeah, because you didn't predict my future.
I will finish my last week doing the most important thing, clerical work. Spend the week doing paperwork for the palace. You're paid 2 wealth and gain 1 mind. One day you accidentally bump into a duke. Watch where you're going, you filthy peasant. He shoves you out of the way with his hand and continues walking. Passive-aggressive response, active-aggressive response. I have 3 physique, so I'm going to go passive-aggressive. That outfit looks really comfortable. He looks mildly insulted. Sick burn! You get in 1 charm. Nice. What do, Al?
Actually, this is Maroka.
Oh yeah, Morocco, what do you do?
Oh yeah. I will go. Once again, I've got a very sort of like mush of stats that aren't really like
Homogeneous.
conducive to anything. Yeah.
Your mind's
I
pretty good.
will try my hand at being a leader.
Uh-oh.
Take it upon yourself to be the leader of the survivors. It goes poorly, I guess. You try to delegate tasks but can't get many to listen. Try to give congratulations to hard workers, but your words come across as insincere. You help the rebuilding efforts a little bit.
I will be the builder. 26 physique. Take it upon yourself to help rebuild the town by hand. Or claw. Rebuild homes at a breakneck speed, impressing the rest of the survivors. This helps rebuilding effort significantly.
See, I've been the doctor, but I don't have any finesse for like the steady hand.
Huh, yeah.
Or is it mind that it needs? But
I think it was a combination of mind and finesse, wasn't it, for Doctor? It sounded like.
yeah, exactly. But I don't know.
I mean, you can mind and magic would suggest you're more suited to being a conjurer, right?
I suppose so. You take it upon yourself to help conjure supplies for the town. With your magic, you summon a large amount of supplies. With some effort, you're summoning more than enough lumber and food for the town. This helps the rebuilding effort a lot. And in the end... It was a struggle, but a struggle we never abandoned. Though our home had been stripped apart, we did not let it languish. And whether we succeed or fail, we did our best. Who knows if the Yawhg will visit us again? Who knows if we will can ever be ready for it? Neutral ending! I like that there's a neutral ending.
But what's
It's
the
good to have
Yawhg? Doesn't tell me. With the town being rebuilt, you don your costume once more, eager to fight crime.
Hey!
Hey! It paid off! In an odd twist of events, the Yawhg appears to have brought everyone closer together.
There's no crime.
There's no crime. You can't even find a trace of criminal activity in the town.
You have been the most ineffectual crime fighter this whole time.
Oh boy. Travel to new lands in search of crime that must be punished.
Ooh. Oh, that was the end of that. I thought there was going to be more.
While the town is being rebuilt, you decide to move out into the woods. Become the friendly local lumberjack and fashion yourself a log cabin. You spend most of your days chopping down giant trees and carrying the logs to the town gate. Make friends with the dryads of the forest and spend every weekend at their wild river parties. All in all, you lead a good life. Whatever happened to me being a werewolf?
It was
don't worry
out
about
of
it.
it was out of your system after you destroyed the gardens or wherever. While the town is being rebuilt, you spend more and more time in the alchemy tower. Your potion brewing abilities quickly become among the best in the world. Your health and mana potions are considered world-class delicacies, with people venturing far and wide to buy them. But you never learn how to brew a love potion. I died alone. Fucking
Again.
hooray. We'll have to do Monster Prom next week, or the new one. Have you already got that?
Yeah.
Maroka?
I've not, but I'll gladly buy it if we want to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I look forward to it. All right, we'll do one more, and then we'll call it an end.
Okay.
You sound so sad.
It's just an okay.
Maroka, go.
Ooh, me.
Mr. Beasley.
I don't know what's interesting and unique and could lead to something good and different at this point. Yeah, genuinely not sure what. Like, it feels like we've exhausted a lot of it, honestly.
No, there's tons.
Yeah, there's a lot more that can happen. It's just a matter of finding the right orders.
Yeah, but I'm not that smart.
Just do it.
Fine, I will go to the alchemy tower. And I will clean it. Spend the week cleaning up noxious chemicals. Paid one wealth and gain physique and magic. Everyone takes a break and throws a country party. Party. Confetti. Spawns seemingly innocent. What do you got? I'm not very magic. I will do something simple. By snapping your fingers, you change your eyebrow color.
Excellent.
Not bad, one of the alchemists say. You gain more magic.
What you do?
I will go hospital.
Obstacle.
tend to the patients.
She's wearing
Spend the week
PPE.
Yep. Tending into the sick. Okay. You gain 2 mind and earn 1 wealth.
I have just noticed this after a long time of playing this. There's actually someone in the bed. I always thought they were just like making the bed.
Very
I've
grey.
never noticed there's an actual person there.
I sort of assumed there was a person, but never really like spotted the person, I guess.
It's Spiral Boy. Comes to the hospital with sores that nobody's ever seen before. While walking to his bedside, he looks to you rudely and asks for a glass of water. I don't think I actually can ignore him, but I'll try. Despite your intention to ignore him, you find yourself completely unable to resist obeying his request. You bring him a small glass to quench his thirst. He takes a large sip and then spits it at you.
Yeah, I think you need to have like really high mind to ignore him.
Something like that. You try to dodge the water, but something inside your mind paralyzes you from doing so. That night, when you get home, you feel dizzy and start having vivid hallucinations about ancient wizards. 3 magic. Lose 3 mind.
I kind of just want to do clerical work the whole time and see if I have an ending based on that. You did nothing interesting with your life. You write a book about it.
Apocalypse paperwork.
I
I don't know. Organizational skills got to be useful in the apocalypse.
I've done arena. I've done transcending. I could just pickpocket forever and then just become a looter at the end. No, barman. You spend the week serving drinks at the tavern. You earn 1 wealth and tips and gain 2 charm. One day, a bard pulls out his lute in the bar and starts playing a tune. Unfortunately, his singing is horrible and is ruining the tavern's atmosphere. You decide to do something about it. Challenge to a lute duel. You borrow the bar owner's lute and challenge the bard to a musical duel. You only just start playing the lute when you realize that you are even worse than the bard. The bard easily outplays you and motions for you to lay down your lute. You can tell there are a couple people snickering at you right now. Embarrassing. You lose 1 charm. Balls. What you doing?
What am I doing? I haven't got a clue. I will go to the hospital.
Hospital.
And I will tend to the patients. Doing the things. You spend the week diagnosing and tending to the sick, gain some things. A patient whose voice has been cursed and replaced with piano notes will not stop talking. All the other patients are complaining that his voice is making the hospital even more depressing. The doctors have tried convincing him to stop talking, but to no avail. Try to decipher what he's saying. You listen to his piano keys, but can't quite work out what he's saying. His sound gets progressively sadder and sadder.
Oh.
It starts driving you slightly mad. You lose 1 mind.
Excellent. Ow.
I'll go to the alchemy tower. Only because I've never seen it destroyed. I'll brew a potion.
Oh no.
You spend the week experimenting with different potion brews.
Look at them glasses.
You gain 2 magic and 1 mind. The artwork really is good in this.
Yeah.
Over the course of the week, you notice yourself growing more spiral sores. Yay. Ooh, they glow blue. You feel your magic power grow even stronger while your mind slips further and further. 3 magic, 3 mind. Sores are glowing so bright that they hurt to look at. Okay. Someone rushes up to you asking if you're all right. Nope. He's on fire. Then you let out a scream that shakes the earth and shatters all the skulls nearby. River of blood coats the ground as you walk about, reveling in your destruction. Blackout. When come to, you're at home in your bed. Your sores have faded and you feel like the disease's symptoms have passed.
Excellent. Goodbye, Alchemy Tower.
I think we've destroyed everything except the hospital
Yep.
and the slums.
I was gonna say, I don't think slums, yeah.
I'm gonna attend a ball. You spend the week attending fancy gatherings. You gain 2 charm and 1 finesse. One day the king approaches you. Excuse me, but you like someone who can confide in. I really want a prince to take over the throne, but the queen and I aren't exactly active in the bedroom. He blushes a little. Do you have any advice on how I could romance the queen, so to speak? Teach the king my ways. You spend hours. By the end of it, he's just as charming as you. Thanks you. Large sack of gold. Hooray. 3 wealth. Late at night, you get the sinking feeling that you might have actually made things worse. Oh, no.
I'll go to the palace.
The palace.
And I will also attend a ball. I want to see if the king's around and how things are going. You spend the week attending fancy gatherings, looking real fancy.
I love her outfit.
Drinking cute little cocktails. One day you decide to lean up against the wall just to take a break.
You're really good at getting this one.
Yeah, apparently so.
It's like there's a magnet in that wall.
I feel like keep quiet just doesn't do anything.
Dunno.
But I've also had exactly the same outcome twice from Secret Party. And also, that one doesn't do anything either. I don't know. Keep quiet. Just knowing you have a secret to hide is so exciting. Gain charm and mind. Oh, okay, cool.
What are you doing now?
I'm waiting. Just keep waiting to get Casco and Amontillado in there.
I'll go to the hospital again
Hopsicle.
and tend to patients. You spend the week diagnosing and tending to the sick. 2 mind and earn 1 wealth. One day you hear spooky sounds echoing through the hospital. Soon afterwards, a glowing blue ghost floats down from the ceiling. Sweet. Seems to be wandering the halls aimlessly, howling out horrible noises. She doesn't appear to realize that she's freaking everyone out. You decide to do something about it. Firing my laser! Let's vaporize the ghost. With the wave of your hand, you fire off a magic bolt. The ghost lets out a wail as the bolt pierces her heart. She slowly fizzles out of existence. You gain a magic.
Is me. I will pretend. Wealth, 2 charm. One day a fortune teller. Ooh, she offers to read anybody's fortune for a small sum. I mean, I have the money, but I also kind of just want to keep my money. But I also want to have my fortune read. Yes! Spend the wealth. The fortune is showering promise. Oh, cool. So I'm going to make money out of this. Anyway. At night, walking home. Yep, the fortune gives you a kiss. This is a little part. Hey, hands you a sack of gold. There's wealth. Woo!
There's still an outcome from that we haven't seen.
Yep.
I don't know. Once again, I feel like I'm just sort of like a mush of averageness.
That's just life.
I mean, yeah, touche. Fine, I'm gonna go for a stroll in the forest. Where I'm going to hunt.
Just a stroll while I murder things.
Yes, a murder stroll. Did you never go for a murder stroll? One day during your forest excursions, you stumble across a swarm of rats. At first you jump backward in shock, but then you start to hear them conversing with one another. They call you over. Excuse me, miss, one of them says in a high-pitched voice. Do you think you may be able to help us out with something? You see, we're trying to elect our new leader, but it seems our votes are completely tied. We're trying to decide between Seedpaw the Vengeful and Blightooth the Wise, says the rat. Seedpaw steps forward. If you vote for me, the rats will have a powerful leader, one who isn't afraid to take our fight to the enemy, proclaims Seedpaw. Blightooth steps up. If you vote for me, good miss, I will lead these rats to an age of enlightenment, says Blightooth. Which rat do you choose? Blightooth. Seedpaw sounds pretty fashy. Half of the rats roar with tiny applause. Seedpaw bows his head and walks back into the mass of rats. Blightooth climbs up to your shoulder and whispers ancient secrets into your ear as thanks. Gain mind and magic.
Hospital again. Tend to the patients. I need to get that mind to back up. Spend a week diagnosing and tending to the sick. Gain 2 mind and earn 1 wealth. One day, while I'm in the maternity ward, you notice a woman about to give birth.
Oh no.
Ooh, but you have magic.
That's
The
true.
baby she births is no ordinary baby, however. The skin is pitch black and shiny, and its eyes glow like an orange flame. Wrestles itself from the doctor's hands and tries to fly away. Stop that demon, yells the doctor. I will use my magic. With a wave of your hand, you put up a magical barrier blocking the exit. The demon bounces right off it as it collapses onto the ground. Quick thinking. Yay! Gain 1 mind. Doctor runs up with a scalpel and
Oh
quickly
my
slits
God.
the demon's throat.
Jesus.
Your mouth goes agape as the doctor's merciless killing of a baby. He shrugs and walks away. I mean, it was a demon.
Jesus Christ.
It's my character from a former life.
A 10 ball. Spend a week trying to fantasy gatherings. You gain 2 charm and 1 finesse. One day you overhear the jester tell a joke to a group of people. Everyone laughs, but you didn't understand the joke at all. Try to figure out the joke. You never managed to figure it out. You've begun coming to terms with the fact that you reserve, or of confidence. More charm. Maroka.
Oh, me? I will. I don't know.
You're very good at averaging out your stats.
I know. I think I kind of like gravitate like, oh, I'm not very good at that, so I'll do a bit of that, and then it sort of ends up as nothing.
I mean, if you
Worthwhile.
go to the arena, you can get your physique up to 8 too.
I don't think I've ever been to the arena yet. Actually, let's do the arena. I don't think I'm strong enough to compete in a fight, though.
You have wealth. You could bet.
I could bet. Have we actually done any bets on fights yet?
Nope.
Let's bet on a fight. Yeah, sure.
I love
Spend
that
the week-
picture.
Spend the week placing bets on your favorite fighters. You gain 1 wealth. During a match, another warrior's weapon is knocked from their grasp. You barely manage to avoid it.
Someone behind you
This-
is... Yep.
With a sickening crunch, it destroys the knee of a nearby bystander. He accuses you of harm by not stopping the flying weapon. He takes you to court.
Oh my god.
I will defend myself. You object, holding you responsible for a stray weapon is absurd. Judge agrees and dismisses the case. You're awarded 2 wealth from plaintiff for frivolous accusations. Sweet.
I'll do hospital 1 more week. Tend to patients. Spend the week diagnosing and tending to the sick. Gain 2 mind and earn 1 wealth. One day, the bloodletting leeches somehow escape from their containers. Leeches start flooding into the hallway. There are people screaming everywhere as leeches slither towards them. That sucks.
Yeah.
Somebody do something, yells one of the doctors. I will zap them with magic. Unleashing a wave of magic to disintegrate the leeches. Yay! The leeches all poof into dust. You save the hospital with your quick thinking. Gain 1 mind. Yay.
Yay. I will bartend. You spend the week serving drinks at the tavern, wealth, and charm. One day, the tavern throws its annual dart tournament. Enter. You sign up for the dart tournament ready to prove your dart throwing prowess. You play a decent game of darts and end up coming in 3rd place. You earn 1 wealth. Woohoo!
We're getting wealthy on this one.
Yeah.
I think I'm the lowest.
Yep, and we've got 8, 4, and 6.
Yikes. Okay. Wow.
Maroka.
We're a rich town.
I thought I was doing okay with wealth to the point where I was like, oh, maybe I could do smelting. And I'm like, okay, and I'm not even the best at that. So, great. Mediocrity it is, huh?
Woo!
Frig. Okay.
I wonder if you could actually get him all 8s. I think it'd be like either chopping wood or fighting in the arena to get it there, though.
Yep.
Well, I
You'd
need
have to lose
physique
one
and
finesse.
wealth. I need, yeah.
You could
Well,
then,
physique
well,
would-
you could get your physique up now and then do looting in the Yawhg, and then that one might give you either. But I think that gives you 3 wealth. I don't know.
They'd probably give you more than 1 wealth, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah, you'd need 2 in order to get to 8. If you really wanted to get all A's, I don't know why this is the thing
I'm not
we're trying to do.
Because I can't aspire to anything greater.
I am average.
You can aspire to survive the apocalypse.
Well, the best way to do that is to be good at something. Fine, I will go to...
You kind of get to choose anything, though. That's the thing. For your final week, you could choose anything and then just see where.
And none of them would achieve anything because I'm starting from a position of averageness. So, like, none of them anything interesting can possibly occur because I can't even handle any of the events with any kind of grace and dexterity.
I mean, eight in stats is not bad.
It's slightly above the starting stat, sure.
Yeah. So that's not bad. That's okay.
Mm-hmm.
If I remember correctly, you have to actually average out all your stuff to get one of the like good weird endings, but you need a higher physique for that.
Fine, I'm going to go to the forest and chop some trees. Yeah, I spend the week cutting down trees for the village, gain 2 physique and 1 wealth. 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 7. Good. One day you hear hundreds of footsteps rumbling through the forest in your direction, and it's a person that gives you 1 coin.
It's
What do you
orcs.
do?
So you could choose either.
And both outcomes are likely going to work equally well, I suspect. I will hide. Jump into a nearby ditch. Orcs will ride past you.
Hey.
Nice hiding. Gain finesse. No, my 8.
I'll go to the slums. And I will fight crime. Spend the week outsmarting and beating up criminals. I like that graphic.
Yeah, it's really cool.
1 mind, 1 finesse, and 1 physique. Small child wants some bread. Okay. Oh, yeah, he doesn't say anything, just looks up at you with eyes. Let's give him some coin. Toss him a sack o' coins.
Sack o' coins.
Thanks you and walks away. Next night you recognize him on the street. Spot him eating what looks like a fresh loaf of bread. Now we kill him. Sees you and smiles. Feel good about yourself. Yay!
You won
Plus
in
1 all.
everything.
Except for money.
Except for money. Yeah, that you lost.
Oh, I should have done that because that would have made me even more average, but slightly better average.
Yeah, I've got 8 wealth, so I'm going to go palace and get my finesse and charm. You spend the week attending friends' gatherings, 2 charm, 1 finesse. One day you accidentally bump into a duke.
What will go?
He shoves you out of the way with his hand and continues walking, passive-aggressive. That outfit looks really comfortable. He looks mildly insulted. Sick burn! 1 charm.
You're very charming.
Very charming. Alright, Morocco, what you do?
I
Yes.
friggin' no.
You gotta pick something, so.
I know I do. I'm slightly more finesse.
Yep.
I got a bit of mind. Would that I might make a doctor work, possibly?
Yeah.
Try a doctor. Try a doctor. No, it doesn't look very good. You take it upon yourself to help the sick and injured from the Yawhg. You struggle to handle the amount of patients you have. You lose a few, but manage to save most of them. Your efforts help the survival effort a little.
Hey, it's still technically a success.
I'll be a conjurer,
I thought you were gonna say town.
because I'm magic in mind. Take it upon yourself to help conjure up supplies for the town. With your magic, you summon supplies of the highest caliber.
Ooh.
Sweet. With a little effort, you're summoning high-quality lumber and food from out of nowhere. This helps rebuilding effort significantly.
Da, 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 da. I have the charm to be El Leaderino, but do I have...
You need the mind as well,
you need
though, don't you?
mind. But there's not really anything else I could be, so I'm just gonna have to try it. You take it upon yourself to be the leader of the survivors. You're so incredibly charming, everyone readily lets you guide them. You're not the brightest, however, and aren't terribly efficient with organizing everyone. Still, having a charismatic leader helps the rebuilding effort a lot.
Oh, really? Oh,
But
okay.
in the end... It was a struggle. I mean,
Oh, we got a middle.
We got a middle.
We only had one failure.
Yeah. And we had mostly positives, so... Now let's see...
On average, it was a win.
I'll have the everyone seeing everyone dead ending again.
Oh, while the town is being rebuilt, you start up a magical waste cleanup initiative. When boats accidentally leak toxic potions into the water, your crew arrives to clean off birds, fish, and other animals.
Yeah.
You're named Time Magazine's Person of the Year for 6 years in a row, which feels pretty
Jesus.
good. Also, all this exposure to magical waste gives you superpowers.
You were Batman before, now you're Batman for real.
Okay.
That is amazing.
With the town being
Averageness
rebuilt,
pays off.
town being rebuilt, you don your costume once more, eager to fight crime. Wow, okay.
I would love it if it says there is a better superhero out there and you give up and cry.
An odd twist of events, the Yawhg appears to have brought everyone closer together.
So Maroka
I got all like these bad endings.
Maroka has superpowers and it doesn't matter.
Can't find even a trace of criminal activity in the town. Travel to new lands in search of crime that must be punished.
Oh god, what happens to me?
Well, that was not the worst one.
You decide to celebrate. Oh, sick. I just have a good time. You organize a huge festival in honor of the bravery that helped save so many lives. The first one is so successful, you decide to make it an annual tradition. Every year, the festival gets bigger and bigger and more elaborate, and every year it costs more and more money to put on. You have to start charging admission, and no one is happy about it. The annual festival slowly fades out of relevance, and before long, it's cancelled completely. Very excellent. You don't really know what to do with your life after all that. Well... What a bleak ending. But I'm okay with that. Yeah, we'll just need to play. I've not actually played Monster Prom 2 either. Monster Camp, and now it's Monster Road Trip. So.
Well, I've got the first two. We could just have a trilogy.
Yeah, just play it all three. But anyway, thank you YouTube for watching. It's always very appreciated. Thank you Al and Maroka for joining me. And yeah,
No worries.
hopefully we'll make this a weekly-ish thing, because I can only think of 3 more games that we can play like this, and they're all Monster Prom. Oh no, there's Sexy Business. I forgot about that. There's Sexy Business.
Oh, well, Max Gentleman.
Yeah, Max Gentleman. But obviously have to play that with most of the censoring on.
It does have options, doesn't it, to
Yeah.
cover the bits.
Yeah, but you know, where's the fun? Where's the fun if you can't see the bits? I don't know.
What's the fun in streaming on YouTube if you can't get yourself banned from YouTube by doing so?
Absolutely, absolutely. But yeah, I'm sure we'll find more games. I'm sure there are more games, and just a lot of them probably aren't as popular as Monster Prom. I think that's kind of one of the things that I don't like about Monster Prom, is it feels like it's kind of encouraged people not to make similar games, whereas the Yawhg was popular enough that people are like, I will make a game like that, but now no one's making games like that other than Jesse Cox. So
I mean, it was the trendsetter, so.
yeah, it did start a trend, and most people I know don't actually know the Yawhg exists, and then they do a Maroka and go, oh, it's like Monster Prom, and it's like, yeah, yeah.
I mean, I knew this existed, I just never played it.
I don't believe you.
It did, because Tolka's banged on about it for a while.
Ah, yeah. All right. Goodbye, YouTube.